and today we will be looking at CAT 2024 Quantitative Aptitude, and this is part 5 of the series of topic algebra. So in case you guys haven't looked into previous sessions of algebra that we have taken, wherein we solve somewhere around 10 to 12 questions in every session, where we discuss concepts as required, you can go to the channel and check out the playlist which talks about CAT 2024 QA. Okay. And before we begin, let me tell you about the CAT counseling form that has been pinned in the comment section. So make sure that you fill in your details correctly, and we'll get in touch with you regarding the classroom program, the mocks, and all the other products. In case if you have any doubts also, you can fill up the form regarding the same. Okay. So without wasting any time, let's begin with our first question of the day. First question is, which of the following pairs of linear equations will have a unique solution? So if you look at the options, each option has two equations. They both are linear equations in two variables. So the standard format is, if you have a linear equation of the form a1x plus b1y is equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. So for unique solution, the condition is a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. Whether it is further equal to c1 upon c2 or not, it doesn't matter. So if you look at the first option, we have 2 by 3 and 4 by 6. It turns out to be they both are equal, so it will not have a unique solution. If you look at the next one, we have 1 by 1 and then we have 2 by 2. Again, they are equal, so this won't be the answer. If you look at third, 1 by 1 and 1 by minus 1, they are not same, so C will be our answer. Right? Very simple, very straightforward. Okay, next, if alpha and beta are the roots of this given quadratic equation, then find the equation whose roots are alpha square and beta square. So from the given quadratic equation, sum of roots alpha plus beta is minus 17, right? And alpha into beta is going to be 19. So if we need the roots which are alpha square and beta square, so sum of the roots is alpha square plus beta square, which can be written as alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 times alpha beta, which is minus 17 whole square minus 2 times 19, which is going to be 17 square is 289 minus 38. That will result in 251, right? Product of the roots, that is alpha square into beta square, can be written as alpha beta whole square, and alpha beta is 19, though it doesn't matter because anyways we are going to square it, is going to be 361. So the equation should be x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots equal to 0. So minus 251x plus 361, this is only in option A, right? Next, Girish had 16 yen and $9, Mohit had 14 yen and $12, Mahesh, who had no money, received 26 rupees and 32 rupees from Girish and Mohit respectively. Now each of them had an equal value of money with them. Find the value of the yen in rupees. Okay. This is interesting. We have got 3 different currencies. Okay. Suppose 1 yen is equal to Y rupees and $1 is equal to D rupees. Okay. So if you talk about Girish, he had 16Y plus 9D amount. If I talk about Mohit, he has 14Y plus 12D amount. Now, this is Mohit. If you talk about Mahesh now, he receives 26 rupees. So that means 26 is subtracted from here. And 32 rupees from Mohit. So 32 is subtracted from here. So Mahesh will have 26 plus 32, which is going to be 58 rupees. And it is given that each of these 3 are same, right? So we can say that 16y plus 9d minus 26 is 58. That results in 16y plus 9d is equal to 7084. And for Mohit, we have got 14y plus 12d minus 32. This is also equal to 58. So we get 14y plus 12d is equal to 58 plus 32, which is going to be 90. And we can divide this entire thing by 2 and we get 7y plus 60 is equal to 45. Now looking at these two equations, what we can do is if we multiply the first equation by 2, so let's say this is our first equation and this is our second. So we need to find out the value of y. So if I look at the first equation and if I multiply it by 2, I will be getting 18d. And if I look at this second equation and if I multiply it by 3, I will be getting 18d here as well. So if I want to get rid of d, I'll have to subtract. So 16 into 2, 32y plus 18d is equal to 84 into 2, which is 168. And 7 into 3, 21y plus 18d again is equal to 45 into 3, which is 135. If we subtract, we will have 11y is equal to 33, or we will get the value of y is equal to 3. That means 1 yen will be equal to 3 rupees. Interesting question. But if you understand what you have to do and convert it into linear equation in two variables, it will be easy peasy. It will be a piece of cake. Okay. Next, if x is equal to root 6 minus root 5, then what is the value of x cube plus x plus 1 by x plus 1 by x cube? Well, I'm going to break it down into two parts. One is x plus 1 by x and the other is x cube plus 1 by x cube, right? So let's find out what x plus 1 by x is. So if x is root 6 minus root 5, so 1 by x will be 1 by root 6 minus root 5. So if we rationalize it, we will get root 6 plus root 5, such that x plus 1 by x is root 6 minus root 5 plus root 6 plus root 5, which is going to be 2 under root 6. Right? Root 5 and minus root 5 will cancel out. Now, if we talk about x cube plus 1 by x cube, this can be written as x plus 1 by x ka whole cube, right? Minus 3 into x into 1 by x, which is simply 3 into x plus 1 by x. So this is 2 under root 6. X plus 1 by x we have already seen is 2 under root 6. If we take the cube of that, we will have 8 into 6, 48 under root 6. Minus 3 times x plus 1 by x is 2 under root 6. So we will have 48 plus 2, 50, 50 minus 6, 44 under root 6. Right? Okay. Next, which of the following quadratic equation will not have real roots? So a quadratic equation doesn't have a real root if its discriminant is less than 0. So if you look at the first one, the discriminant, that is 7 square minus 4 into 5 into 1, this is positive. So ye nahi hoga. Next one, minus 3 whole square minus 4 into 6 into minus 1, this will also be positive. So ye bhi nahi hoga. Next one, minus 6 square minus 4 into 7 into 1, this is also positive. So ye bhi nahi hoga. So obviously D is our answer. Right? Don't have to check. If you are confident about no calculation mistake was done, was being made in the first 3 options. So obviously the fourth one will be the answer. Okay, question on log. So log 125 to the base 5 can be written as log 5 to the power 3 to the base 5, which is 3. Similarly, log 512 to the base 8 can be written as log 8 cube is 512. So this turns out to be 3 as well. Log 343 to the base 49 can be written as log 7 cube to the base 7 squared. So this turns out to be 3 by 2. And log 36 to the base 6 can be written as log 6 squared to the base 6, which will give us 2. So if we put in these values, so we will have 3 plus 3 minus 3 by 2 whole divided by 2. So this is 3 plus 3 by 4, which is 3.75. 3 minus 3 by 2 is 3 by 2. 3 by 2 whole divided by 2 is 3 by 4. Right? Okay. Next, if f of x is equal to x squared, g of x is this, h of x is this, and a of x is this, then find of h of a of x at x is equal to 40. So we need x is equal to 40. So let's find out what h of 40 is. H of 40 will be 40 by 4, which is 10. So this is 10. Now let's find out what g of 10 is going to be, which is going to be 3 into 10 minus 2, which is 28. So this thing is 28. Let's now find out what is f of 28. This is going to be 28 square. So 28 square is going to be 784, I believe. 729 plus 55. Yeah, 784. And then we are asked to find out what is h of 10. So h of 10 nahi, h of 784. H of 784 will be 784 by 4, which is going to give us 196, right? 196 4 16, ठीक है, 784. Chalo. So we have found out what a of 40 is. So this is going to be 196. Now we are asked to calculate what is h of 196 again. So h of 196 will be 196 by 4, which is going to give us 49. Okay. Next, 8 friends have a distinct number of chocolates which forms a GP. If any friend cannot get less than 2 and more than 300 chocolates, then find which of the following can be the number of chocolates that any friend has. So since we have 8 friends, so less than 2 allowed nahi hai. So if I take 2 and if I double it, so the least common ratio I'm taking is going to be 2, because if I take 1.5 or something like that, the problem is going to be, it is going to be in point. We can't have number of chocolates as fractions or decimal values. So 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, kitne ho gaye? 3, 3, 6, 7, and then we will have 256. So we can see that these are the numbers where no value is less than 2 and more than 300. Instead of common ratios 2, if I take 3, you can understand that the values, the subsequent terms will increase by a lot, and the 8th value will be in hundreds or thousands, right? So 32 is one of the values that exists, as in one of the friends will have 32 chocolates. It's very much possible. So standard GP series with a common ratio being 2. Next, if a and b are positive integers and a square plus b square is 1360, what is a minus b going to be? Okay. Interesting. So we need to find sum of two perfect squares as 1360. So the perfect square, 1360 तक लिखना पड़ेगा, right? So half of that is required. So square root of 1360, sorry, half of 1360 is 680. So 680 का square root is 25. So 25 तक का square maximum लिखना पड़ेगा, not more than that. So if I take one of them as 1, then I will be left with 1359, which is not a perfect square. If I take 2 squares, so 4, so that would need ये भी थोड़ा मुश्किल है ना, तो एक काम करते हैं, लेट्स टेक द डिफरेंस से शुरू करते हैं, लेट्स यूज द ऑप्शंस. सपोज दिस इज 28. तो if I take a as 29, then this is going to be 1. 29 का square is less than 900. Plus 1 won't take us to 1360. If I take 30, then it will not work. If I take 31 and 1, 961 minus 1, sorry, 31 and 3, ये भी काम नहीं करेगा. If I take 32 and 4, it will not end in 0, no? So 32 and 4 if I take, so 32 square is going to end in 4, 4 square is going to end in 6. हाँ, ये 0 हो सकता है. So we have got 1 0 2 4, and then we have got 4 square which is 16, so it will only take us 1040 तक, right? थोड़ा सा और आगे को सोचना पड़ेगा. What if I take 33 and 5? It will end in 0 if I add them. 36 and 8, 6 plus 4, it may end in 0. So 36 minus 8 is 28. 36 square is going to be 35 square, which is 1225, plus 35 plus 36, which is 60, 71, which is 1296, and 8 square is 64. So if I add 64 to this, I will have 1360. Okay, so 36 and 8 makes sense. 28 पे आ गया. The problem over here is since we have only one equation given to us, a square plus b square is equal to 1360, but we have two variables, so it becomes very difficult. We'll have to anyways break down 1360 as sum of two perfect squares, right? So randomly check करना तो उसके लिए we will have to go up to 1 to 25 का square. We'll have to write that much and then see the combinations possible. Very difficult, right? So it is better that if we actually start with the options. एक limit के बाद it will cross 1360 or it will be below 1360. In the very first option, we were able to get 1360. So pure coincidence, good luck on our part. It is given that if this is equal to this, then find f of minus 3. So x square minus 6x plus 6 is given as minus 3. So that means x square minus 6x minus 9 is equal to 0. Now, x is going to give us irrational. Root में आएगा. What if I take x is equal to 6? It will give me 6. What if I take x is equal to 7? What if I take x is equal to 5? 25 minus 30 positive. 4. 16 plus 6, 22 and 24. 3. 9 plus 6, 15 minus 18, right? So if we take x is equal to 3, we will be getting f of 3 square minus 6 into 3 plus 6, which is 7 into 3 plus 12. If we solve this, this is 9 plus 6, which is 15 minus 18, which is f of minus 3. So this will result in 21 plus 12, which is 33. Pure coincidence, not coincidence, pure brute force approach. Started with a value where by putting x is equal to 0, it was giving us a 6, then randomly chose x is equal to 6, it was still giving us a 6. So 0 and 6 दोनों जगह 6 मिल रहा था, so it is supposed to be somewhere in between them. So after 6, I put in 5, then 4, then at 3, we got the answer. Okay, question on mod. If mod of 2p minus 7 is less than equal to 11 and this is true, then find the maximum value of mod p minus mod q. Well, the maximum value of mod p minus mod q is when mod p is largest possible and mod q is the smallest possible value, right? And do remember that mod of x, when it is given as less than equal to p, and if you remove the mod now, it will be greater than equal to minus p, less than equal to p. So this is the range that you get after you remove the mod. If I do the same thing with the first one, I will be getting 2p minus 7 is greater than equal to minus 11, less than equal to 11, or 2p is greater than equal to 18, less than equal to 4, or p is less than equal to 9, greater than equal to 2, right? So the largest value of p is going to be 9. We can't take more than that. 9 minus something, so definitely it's not going to be 10. If q can take a value of 0, तो वो 9 हो सकता है largest. Our target is to keep 9. Next one, if I take, I will be getting 4q, is less than equal to 27 plus 9 and minus 27 plus 9. So q is going to be less than equal to 9 and minus 4.5. So the smallest value of mod of q we can take is 0. Because if I take q as negative, since we have the mod here also, it will give you something more to be subtracted. So 0 हम ले लेंगे q की value और इधर से p की value we can take maximum is 9. 2 पे it's not the largest. So p minus q, the largest we can have is 9. Right, Timothy? You're doing great. Good. Next, the sum of the first 4 terms of a GP is 80 and the sum of the next 4 terms is 6480. Find the sum of n terms of the GP. So looking at the options, we have powers of 3. So let's take powers of 3. So if I take 3, 3 square, 3 cube and 3 to the power 4, तो ये 80 तो नहीं दे रहा. Okay, what if I take 1 and now if I add, so this is 9 plus 1, 10, 3 plus 27, 30, 10 plus 30, 40 there are. Since it is told to us that it's 80, so we will double it, as in we will double it, which means we will have the GP as 1 into 2, 3 into 2, 9 into 2, 27 into 2. So actually the next part is not required. This is only to verify. हमें verify करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, right? This is the only GP we are getting where the common ratio is 3. How did we get to know that? Options. So options were like friends to us right now. Okay. So we got the 4 values whose sum is 80 and sum of the 4 terms is it's a GP and the sum of the first 4 terms is 80. Now, if this is the series that continues and we are asked to find out the sum of this GP, what we will do is we'll take out 2 common and then we'll be left with 1 plus 3 square and so on, and the last one will be 3 to the power n minus 1. Why? Because we are asked to find out sum of n terms. So 1 से शुरू करोगे तो nth term will be 1 powerless. So this is going to be 2, 3 to the power n minus 1 whole divided by 3 minus 1. So this results in 3 to the power n minus 1, right? So option is A, but since we wanted the sum to be 80, so we had to double it. Okay. So CMAT 2024 specialized course is about to begin and one batch has already begun. So check out the link in the description. You can download our app from Google Play, and on the app you can select this course wherein you'll get all the details. Okay. In this specialized course, you will be provided with more than 20 live sessions, more than 50 engaging videos, 5 CMAT mocks, more than 10,000 practice questions and 10 sectional tests. CAT 2024 workshop roadmap to 99 percentile will happen on 31st March at 11 a.m. It will be taken by Mr. Srinivas. So make sure that you check it out, attend that live workshop. You can try our CAT College Predictor. And everyone who is watching, please make sure that you like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. That's the only thing that is keeping us motivated enough. As you can see, there are no ads on any of the videos that you watch, right? So you watch everything ad free, right? That is one unique thing. So do check out our social media handles and pages. That's all, everyone. Take care. Thank you. I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.